I'm not 0-5.
Yeah,
let me share this real quick. Chat. There we go.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports.
Hey, I'm not the worst team in the league. There's an 0-16.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
In return, the Patriots take over 1st and 10 on their own 22-yard line.
James White's first carry takes this to the 20.
I want to know why they're both on one side. That's kind of weird.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Shotgun snap to Locke. Flush to his right. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. White, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Might get traded away, bro. Trading him away.
And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Freeze, why are you trying to trade your superstar cornerback, bro? I know he's an X factor, but you know, you're a elite player.
Throw. This is White on the screen. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it's throwing his lock on 3rd down. Into double coverage.
Whatever. I would have took the deflection, but that's wild.
These guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. The catch and run pays off to the
top defense.
So
can't even count myself a win for me.
10 at the 18. Herbert operating from the red zone. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it, and a big turnover there.
Duggar,
His
huh?
guys will get the football back.
Never heard of him.
So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing the ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
The ball carrier.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
While they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that they have to punt the ball. They've done so with that first run.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Lock. And he'll be hit as he
oh no, I'll grab him.
releases
This
it.
one though.
And that'll fall
Why are you fucking hitting
incomplete.
me like
He's
that?
looking that
Abusive.
time for Stills. And it'll bring up 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start to get them going.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
And the Texans 1st down.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He's going to fire one. And this is caught inside the 5.
Herbert.
Touchdown, Houston.
Touchdown, Houston.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Thomas. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lock sliding out of the pocket. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Lock going to try and throw on 3rd down. He hits White, complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Lock. And that's going to be incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
This is intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the return stops
Lego.
at the 39-yard line.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline.
Woo!
And now he's
Lit him up,
mistake.
boy.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of floating them a little bit. He's going to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Herbert off of play action. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it?
All right, Joey Bosa on defense. AJ Waddell.
Just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Oh, way to hold on to it. Way to hold on to it.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert.
Yeah, good read, though, dog. Good read.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert.
Oh, come on, Gronky.
But it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends, who you would think could absorb that contact.
Flushed out right.
Good pick.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On play action, Locke. He completes it right side to White. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 11 yards there, 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Escaping the pressure right. And they drop him for a loss, but
good hit, baby. Good hit.
On the field. Let's see about the call. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Here's White. And he is met
go,
at
Joey.
the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Ball carrier.
Joey Bosa in on the stop.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Eluding the pressure right. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Man.
So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But so they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert.
No. Damn it.
Herbert, his third interception. Picked off by Patrick Chung. They have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt. About it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On 2nd and 7, Locke. He's going to take off with it. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Locke now on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. The ball comes out, and the Texans scoop it. That catch good for only a couple.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust?
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take the blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
46-yard line.
You talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes us 2nd and 9.
45-yard line.
Flush to his right, and that is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the 1st. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. They'll run for it. This is White. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the 1st. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Joey Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on third down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Lonnie Johnson picks it, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys.
And the defense loses it. It's complete.
Wow, good throw, Herbert. Fucking Deshaun Watson would have fucking biffed that shit big.
In the final seconds of the first half, and the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Texans 14, Patriots nothing. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll drop it underneath to White. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Get money.
It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. Taken in the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
What's still late there?
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
First down, Texans.
It's Mixon on the counter. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Sometimes with the running game, you just no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Oh, I can't get my feet up now, but I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big. But in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to it and forcing a third down.
3rd and 2, Herbert. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half.
Wow, bro. Fucking all my good people going out, huh?
So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Locke. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. On the return comes Cobb. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Herbert. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Lawrence Guy able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And it's 3rd down.
Third and long, it's Herbert. Rolling to his right. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
Okay, it's
And you want to trade that away.
But we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
James White.
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. That last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. Locke working out of the gun. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
No. Well, 2 hard to left,
Just
whatever.
a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Joe Mixon.
A 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Foxborough. To throw again. Herbert. They'll roll him out right. His throw caught at about the 5. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. That puts him in excellent position. 1st and goal after a gain of 19. Mixon try to punch it in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
Here's Herbert now on second down. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Number 80.
A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
It is good.
And he knocks it through.
The score, Texans 21. Patriots nothing.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Thomas. And he returns this to the 22.
Thomas on the return. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play. And this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run.
That was my fault.
Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Sliding out of the pocket. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 38. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Back now in Foxborough. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
I tried to tell her you can't have an attitude because you know it sets grandma off and just fuck it up.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No,
Yeah,
you
my
really don't,
sense.
because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
An 8-yard pickup.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. A draw play for Mixon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Joe Mixon, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive lineman.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
Taimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Now this will make it into the end zone. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. Touchdown, Texans. And that drive happened quickly, which is great because they scored the points, but then their defense has to come right back out on the field.
It is exciting, isn't it, for the offense to do that? The defense is saying, okay, that's cool, but let's not make it a habit. We need to get some rest sometime.
I don't know who you're giving dirty looks
Houston.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now.
I definitely
as
agree.
this one's in the air.
Definitely fucking agree.
Taking about
No,
7
I
yards
definitely
deep.
agree.
And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Over on this wall right here. Yeah, pretty much. Yep. But yes, I can mark it. Well, I'm hoping some of them boxes I will unload in my room and there won't be so many.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
24-yard line.
I've had to watch them. It's pretty much wearing the same thing over and over. People are going to think this is the only...
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff.
So the end of it, that's too damn easy.
What? I'm busy right now.
Here with White.
Yes.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
New England on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 7. Now a carry for White across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well.
Oh, it's the second time you've done that, Lonnie.
This is one of the dangers of going for the punt block.
And you know before you even call going for the block, it's a risk-reward play. So many factors come into it. They went after it, and you know punters, what they do? They leave their leg up in the air, an extra counter.
I don't know, it's a secret.
Hoping someone comes into contact.
Up to make the tackle, J.C. Jackson.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Locke. The fight is tight in here. Asiasi. But not before reaching the 30. No reason not to try it there. And they do indeed convert on 4th. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun. Locke on the left side. A catch by White. That catch good for only a couple. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that,
thank you.
it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Now Locke again. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, up a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Texans, it'll be a much happier locker room here as they get that first win after 5 straight losses to start the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss.
Next time I get bid and you get my spot away, you're cut off. Whatever, you guys left.